Hello colleagues, welcome to our YouTube channel where we are presenting mathematics lessons. These lessons are meant for people that are writing the ECZ exam, that is the grade 9 internal, grade 9 external, grade 12, that is the school certificate, as well as the GCE. Okay, so in this presentation, which is lesson 1, we are trying to look at the introductory part of bearings. Okay, so our topic is the bearings. I think we have about four lessons under this topic. Now, why bearings? You realize that bearings has so many applications. It is applied in so many fields. A very good example would be maybe pilots. How is it that pilots are able to identify points on the surface of the Earth? They are able to do that by understanding these concepts of bearings. Of course, there is more to it at that level. Okay, so now, what are we saying? What we're saying is, there are two ways of establishing directions using a magnetic compass. So, for you to be able to identify the direction, you use what we are calling a magnetic compass. But using this, we are saying there are two approaches that this magnetic compass can be used. There are two ways in which this magnetic compass can be used to identify or to establish directions. Alright, and these are what we are calling the nautical bearings, or what we call compass bearings. That's the first method. Alright? The second one is what we are calling the three-finger bearings or the whole circle bearings. How many? Two methods of identifying directions using a compass. Alright? The nautical bearings as well as the three-finger bearings. Good. Now, so in this presentation, I'll basically lay the foundations on the nautical bearings. What is nautical bearings? What is involved in nautical bearings? So what we are saying is that when we are dealing with the nautical bearings are defined on 4 points, or they are defined by 4 points. What are these 4 points? The common points. The north, south, east, and the west on the compass. So we define the nautical bearings by using the 4 critical points. Okay, so these 4 points, that is the north, south, east, and west, are also called the critical points. That is the 4 critical points. Which is this? So for the north, south, east, and the west. Okay. Now, besides these 4 critical points, we also have other points that are also important. These are defined by the 4 critical points, such as, so when you are moving from here going upwards, that is the northern part. Alright? The North Pole. Then from here going downwards, that is the southern part, or the South Pole. Now, if you are in this region, you know quite right that you are on the northern part, but towards the east. So you have northeast. Alright? If you are here, you realize that you are on the northern part, but towards the what? West. So this is northwest. If you are down, you are going to me that you are dealing with the southern part. So it means if you are in this region, we are dealing with southeast. If you are here, we are dealing with the southwest. So there are these other points: the north, east, northwest. Then you have southeast and southwest. Defined from or by the 4 critical points. So it is these points that we use now to read the three-finger bearing. The nautical bearings. Okay. So I said we have other points on the compass, such as northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest here. It's supposed to be southwest. Right? Okay. But now the question is, how do we use these points to define a bearing? Alright? How do we use these other points coupled with the 4 cardinal points to define a bearing? Okay? So I'll say note. Or maybe instead of writing, let me just explain. When you want to identify any bearing, the reference point is the last point that has been stated. So, for example, if you are dealing with the bearing of A from B, so your reference point is point what? B. Alright? Your reference point is point what? B. Okay, please let's take note of that. The reference point is the last point to be given from. Use this from a point. So that's where you start from. Alright? Okay, now let's look at an example. Of course, there is a zero somewhere or O. Write down the compass bearings of point A, B, C, and D. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go to point A. So I'll say number 1. Our answers, number 1. Okay, A. So I want to find the bearing of this. But how do you read it? This is the bearing of A from O. Alright? The bearing of A from what? O. So what's the bearing of A from O? So how do you get that? Now, you look at where point A is, alright? Point A is on the northern part. So you start with the north. So you're going to say north because you have acknowledged that point A is on the northern part. Now, again, now what you're going to do is you start from the north pole. Remember I said the last letter to be given is the reference point, isn't it? So you go to that point, then go to either the north pole or south pole, depending on the situation that you're dealing with. So here, this A is on the northern part. So I'll go to 0 or O, then move from the north pole, not until I meet the line OA. Alright? So when you move from the north pole line OA, you realize that the degrees here are 55. So this is north 55 degrees. So you have got, okay, so we are saying the bearing of F from O is north 55 degrees. But now, if you say north 55 degrees, it is not clearly defined. So you must state whether this A is on the eastern or western. So you're going to say north 55 degrees east. Alright? And this is the bearing of that point. I hope it's clear. So when you look at the second one, that is B. So I'm dealing with the bearing of B from O. B from O. So your reference point is what? O. But because B is on the southern part, so the pole that you are going to use is the south pole here. So you move from the south pole here up to the line OP. Alright? So you're going to say bearing of B from O is. So now we are saying B from O. I want O, but my reference pole is the south pole. So I move from here to there. That is the bearing that we're talking about. Now the question is, what is this bearing? Alright? So realize that here we don't have an angle. But now, these 4 critical points imply that each of the quadrants is a quarter, which is 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, altogether give 360. So meaning that this angle here is a 90 degrees. So this angle plus that should give us a what? A 90 degrees. So what we are going to do is you say, how do we get this? You say 90 degrees minus 35 degrees. Alright? When you subtract what you get 55 degrees. So that is the angle that is here. So your angle here is 55. So now I'm going to say, since I know my angle now from the O up to this line, OB. So I'll say, where is this point in terms of the pose? Is it on the northern or southern? So we see that B is on the southern. So I'll say is south. Alright? How many degrees? 55 degrees. But again, it is on the eastern part. So we say east. Okay. Then number 3. Roman numeral 3. So I deal with bearing of C from O is, so we have to identify points which is here. Again, C is on the southern part, so you're going to say S. Now, since it's on the southern part, so the reference point is south. So you're going to move from here up here. Then identify the angle. The angle given is 85. So say south, 85 degrees. But where is it? Is it on the eastern or western? It's on the western side. So you're going to say south, 85 degrees west. Alright? Now so that is clear. Then the fourth one, bearing of D from O is, alright? So look at where D is. Okay, so for D again is on the northern, so say north. But what's the angle? We are saying it is from here up to here. But now since D is on the northern part or hemisphere, so we'll start from the north pole. So it means what we want is in this up to there. Alright? Which we don't have. But this quarter is a 90 degrees. So say 90 degrees minus 75. Alright? What do you get? You get about 15 degrees. So it means the angle here is 15 degrees. So 15 degrees, but since this D is on the west end, we are going to say 15 degrees west. Basically, that's how you get these things, using the nautical bearings. I hope this helps our friends. Okay? But for you to get maximum benefits, each time you're trying to work it out, pause the video, do it on your own. So you can do the first one, pause the video, try the other side, then compare. Then here is an exercise to be able to try it on your own. Thank you so much.